Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests. Welcome to this morning's Convocation ceremony as we celebrate our graduates in degree and diploma programs in the Faculty of Arts and Science. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge the very talented group of individuals sitting behind me who comprise the MacEwan University Big Band, and they are under the direction and leadership of Assistant Professor of Music, Raymond Barry. Let's give him a round of applause. We will commence our program in just a few moments, and in preparation, I'd like to remind you that the Winspear Center is an acoustically responsive hall. Therefore, we'd ask that if you are carrying any electronic devices with you, that you take a moment now to turn them off or at least silence them for the duration of this morning's ceremony. If you are traveling with small children today and your little ones become restless and are needing a break, we just wanted to let you know that out in the foyer areas, just outside of the concert hall, there are screens in which you can continue to watch the ceremony unfold should you need to take a break with your little ones. The university has arranged for a professional photographer to take photos of graduates receiving their parchments from the president this morning as they cross the stage. Information on how to obtain those photos will be forwarded to graduates at a later date. They can watch their MacEwan email for that information. I'm sure that when you passed through the doors today into the foyer area, you likely noticed the MacEwan University alumni photo area. We would invite you, if you've not already done so, at the conclusion of today's ceremony to stop by there and take a complimentary photo or two of you and your graduate. You'll have nice, beautiful MacEwan University backgrounds as a part of that photo. However, if you are wanting to take pictures of your graduates as they cross the stage today, you're certainly welcomed and encouraged to do so. We just ask that you congregate to the stage right here, my left, to your right, and just kind of arrive in that area just a little bit in advance of when your graduate is anticipated to cross the stage. We ask that you take your photos and then quickly leave the area as it does become quite congested. There will be ushers there to assist individuals should they need that at the time. Today is indeed a wonderful and celebratory event as we recognize the achievements of our graduates and present to them their credentials that they have earned during their time here at MacEwan University. But before we begin this morning's ceremony, I think we have time for another piece by our big band. This particular piece is a vocal ballad called Memories, and it was written by Andrew Reed, a Bachelor of Music alumnus, and was written in 2015 to celebrate the first graduating class of the Bachelor of Music in Jazz and Contemporary Popular Music, and now remains a part of our lasting legacy for the university and is performed at each of our convocations. Ladies and gentlemen, the MacEwan University Big Band.
So we could say at last, the page is turned and a new chapter has begun. All of our stories that fill up every page, all of our laughter that echoes through each age. This chapter's ended, but this book is far from done. There will be days that go on by where we can't help but be reminded of this place that we called home, if only for a while. Oh, the people we have met, we will never forget. Every talk, every hug, every fun, every smile. All of your memories of every smiling face. All of your dreams that have brought you to this place. May they live on forever in your heart. only for a while. Oh, the people we have met, we will never forget. Every talk, every hug, every friend, every smile. All of your memories of every smiling face. All of your dreams that have brought you to this place. May they live on forever in your heart.
Let's give it up one more time for the MacEwan University Big Band. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, if you are able, I ask that you please rise. At this time, I am pleased to introduce this morning's Mace Bearer, Dr. Junaid Jahangir, Associate Professor of Economics. Dr. Jahangir, who is leading the stage party this morning, is carrying the university mace, which was donated to the university in 1997 by its namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, and became the official mace in 2008. It is especially meaningful to the university as it was hand-carved by Dr. MacEwan. Further information on the mace and other convocation traditions can be found in your convocation program. The university's faculty will be led this morning by Distinguished Proctor Larissa Haydick, an academic advisor in the Faculty of Arts and Science. And finally, we are pleased to have the Blackstone Drum Group, who will perform during the procession of our graduates into the concert hall. Please remain standing now for the academic processional.
graduands, distinguished guests, members of the stage party, faculty, staff, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Sekulich, University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation. MacEwan University respectfully acknowledges that the land on which we gather in Treaty 6 territory is the traditional gathering place for many Indigenous people. We honor and respect the history, languages, ceremonies, and culture of the First Nations, Métis and Inuit, who call this territory home. The First Peoples' connection to the land teaches us about our inherent responsibility to protect and respect Mother Earth. With this land acknowledgement, we honor the ancestors and children who have been buried here, the missing and murdered Indigenous women and men, and the ongoing collective healing for all human beings. We are reminded that we are all treaty people and the responsibility we have to one another. You may be wondering why some graduates have an extra tassel on their mortarboard. Members of the class of 2018 have been making donations of $18 to our Pass It On campaign, which supports the Alumni Legacy Fund. The silver tassel is a token of our appreciation for their individual contributions to this fund. The Alumni Legacy Fund will provide scholarships to future students, so these graduates, who haven't even received their degrees or diplomas yet, are already helping the next class. Isn't that incredible? And a thanks to everyone who has made a donation. If you still want to join in, you can visit the alumni booth in the lobby to make a donation and receive your silver tassel. And graduates, this campaign is all about helping the next you. So be sure to post your best advice and words of wisdom on social media using #TheNextYou. And now, please remain standing and in respect, remove all hats except mortarboards for the singing of our national anthem led by Ms. Katrina Souza. Thank you, Ms. Sosa. Please be seated. I declare MacEwan University Convocation open. It is intended to honor our 2018 graduates, and we are honored to have you present with us on this occasion. The word convocation comes from the Latin word convoco, which means to call together by summons. It is traditionally used in connection with an ecclesiastical or academic gathering. Convocations are called for the conferring of degrees, diplomas, certificates, for special announcements, and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. So it is today that we call colleagues and friends together to honor MacEwan University's graduates and award recipients for Spring 2018 Convocation. Now I'll introduce members of the stage party and representatives from visiting institutions. Members of the stage party, please stand when you are announced. And audience, I would please ask that you hold your applause until all members of the stage party have been introduced. I would like to start with Board of Governors Chair Ione Shalborn, President Dr. Deborah Saucier, Provost and Vice President Academic Pro Tempore Dr. Craig Monk, and Academic Governance Council Vice Chair Dr. Lynn Honey. Would members of our Board of Governors, Vice Presidents, and Associate Vice Presidents please rise? Deans, Associate Deans, and members of the university's administration, please stand. Representatives of each of our associations, faculty, staff, alumni, and student, please rise. Will our Indigenous knowledge keeper and facilitator, Roxanne Tutusis, please stand? I'd like to ask our mace bearer, Dr. Juniad Janingar, to stand and be recognized. And I would like to invite our convocation speaker, Dr. Diane Simbaluk, to stand and also be recognized, as well as our distinguished proctor, Larissa Hayduk, along with all faculty and staff of the university. Please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stage party. This is your university. Please join me now in acknowledging them with a round of applause. Thank you, members of the stage party. You may be seated. For the Indigenous invocation, I now call upon Ms. Roxanne Tutusis, Indigenous knowledge keeper and facilitator.
Good morning, Roxanne.
Good morning.
It's my honor to offer you protocol for the invocation.
Wache, danse, kakyo kita tamskat na, uta, kibe mi una, kun kibe mi na, kau kibe mi una kusuna, kakyo, nista na naskumun sta huta kapin tumgawian, kibe kagi susta moaga kakyo, nista mua hau tuute, kiski kumana, ite pituana piwanega mista heimaskwa kakiotit. So I greet you in my first language, which is Plains Cree, and I welcome you all to this incredible day of celebration for each and every one of you graduates. I come from my First Peoples lands, 3.5 hours east of here, in the lands that late Chief Pondmaker and Big Bear once occupied. And so I'm honored to accept this offering of protocol with the tobacco sweetgrass and this prayer cloth to offer you prayer in the sacred manner of my peoples that are of this territory. And I'm going to ask for blessings for the Creator that we know to be very kind, very loving and compassionate, and for the ancestors to come down here and bless this sacred space. Bless all the people that are here for continued blessings of good health, of prosperity, of only goodness for all of mankind. So with this, I ask you to pray with me in the best way that you know how for those blessings for yourselves, families, home fires, communities, and nations. With that, ai. Ai hein mamu tawinan se mantu how ne musumpanak no kumpanak how ki start the yoganak atanista mo exkemtakok nista gami wapiku nits ne hiawi gasun asaminam sta hine nasku te nom gakyo gawi etameg ne nasku ten gik se watsun wa ksagi tunwa ne nasku te ne minuguk nigusak ni sigatag igo kape we miu takstik unika munua wa huti. Hawek te gista stahinik te maksnan mum stahigi wenik skatenan. Bak skatenan to jot dan si suma kai sra wahta me poki go ges mi pai. Na tu ite stamona ni mam te net kannan te hunnan. He go sawem ga kyota ka ap matsikuta. Ksna magewak wistauta gaptik. Ek si sumngat ka metenan ka paskupta go huskaya kwista kan stuftak hawi no ma wia dan te otitik e go ma wistauta taskeonau ka witi hagok nisnan uk te maksuak. Hawek te nisnan mo ipegwem swa maga ksnuftaina nisnan dan sisegesa ka metma kita toskeon. Mina na skip matsuin wiata ko sewen. Papewewen, wanaskewen. Eksi sumang agamitin kita toskeon. Eksi nistes na naskumuan kahkyo no ako maganak. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tussis. And now I'd like to ask Ms. Parvin Sadeghi, Student Board Member, to read the MacEwan University Invocation.
Through learning, we flourish and help others to flourish. We stand here today on the brink of important change for ourselves and for the world. Inspired by the past, we now step forward to transform the future. Engaging with others, we cherish the diversity of experience within our communities and ourselves. Through perseverance, we excel. Through compassion, we connect. Through creativity, we thrive. Through knowledge, we grow. Through all this and more, let us forge a legacy to nurture, to inspire, to endure. Moved by the Spirit, strong in our knowledge, we move out into the world with open arms, open mind, and open heart. We pledge to leave the world better than we found it.
Thank you, Ms. Sadeghi. Board Chair Ione Shelbourne, I now invite you to bring greetings on behalf of MacEwan University's Board of Governors.
Thank you, Mike. Good morning, everybody. You look wonderful out there and back here as well. On behalf of the Board of Governors from MacEwan University, I do want to congratulate you on reaching this special milestone in your life, and to tell you how proud we are of all of the accomplishments that you have achieved during your time at MacEwan University. I know you are proud and your families and friends are proud, but don't forget that we're there with you too, being proud with you and for you. So as you reflect on your accomplishments, and there will be many for you to think back on, own them. Don't minimize what you've done to achieve those goals, some of which you've set and some of which happened. But they don't just happen unless you've actually done something to make them occur and bring them into your life. But at the same time, I do want you to take stock and think of something that you might call a mistake or a failure or something that you wished wouldn't have happened, might have changed your trajectory a bit, may not have, because those do happen and they are part of our experience. And understanding them and what happened around them and how you got through them is part of what creates your resilience. And when I think back at the time when I went to university, there is one that stands out in my mind, and it actually happened on the very first day of classes. I come from a very small rural community west of Edmonton, and my family was one of about 20 that lived in that small town, and there were 8 students who were in my graduating class. My parents were the only people in the community that had a post-secondary education, and though they weren't smug, I was. I was a pretty big fish in a small pond. Felt I knew, well, not just a lot, I felt I knew everything actually. And so when I was going off to school then, I carried that experience with me. But when I went to the University of Alberta, I was in for not just a little shock, a big shock, and it was unanticipated. I became not even a small fish, the smallest of minnows in a very, very big pond. I had never had to navigate a place as large as that campus. My first class was at 8:30 in the morning, and I lived in the university residence. And if any of you know the U of A campus, my first class was in the Tory Turtle, so really opposite ends of the campus. But it was about a 20-minute walk, a brisk walk, and I couldn't find it. So I missed my first class, and that's a pretty important class where you learn what's going to happen. I wandered around. The next day, I thought I would do better. Never made it. And as the days went by, and it took 2 weeks of making this attempt, I finally found my class. But as the days went by, I started feeling very anxious. I was overwhelmed. I felt I wasn't up to the task. I catastrophized. If I can't find the class, I will never be able to graduate. And actually that part was true. I felt truly sick to my stomach. So when I was leaving at 6 a.m., I knew I could not continue anymore in that way. So I was having to reach out to ask for help to get to that class. So I'd ask somebody and they'd say, well, you go over there, or, here's a map. Well, the other thing was I didn't know how to read a map because I'd never had to read a map. In my little town, it just went that way, that left or right, and that was it. So I really had to learn how to ask for help, and I had to be very specific in my questions, and I had to listen and make an attempt and try. And if I wasn't successful then, I had to think, okay, what is the next question I need to ask? And I think what happened in the end, and I actually don't have the clearest memory on this, is somebody actually walked me there so I could find that class. And whoever all those people were who helped me in those 2 weeks get there, I'm immensely grateful, because otherwise I wouldn't be here today talking with you. Over time, in thinking about that story, the feelings of defeat faded, but the memories of the event don't. And it was a real lesson for me to think that one mistake, one failure does not your life make. When I was growing up, the culture at that time, and I'm not sure that it's so different now, is mistakes are shameful. They're embarrassing. Some even make them into the feelings of a crime. And no mistake is that big, and no mistake should define us in that kind of way. And it's only by putting them out there in the open and talking about them does the power of them start to shift their shape. So in the next chapter of your life, which will start in about an hour and a half when you get to walk out of this room as a graduate, you will have so many exciting things that are going to come your way and so many accomplishments. And trust me, there will be mistakes along the way as well. There will be times when you will feel overwhelmed and that you will feel out of place. But when that happens, remember those mistakes that happened in the past and how you bounced back from them and the skills that you gained to move forward. Though that perspective will help you through all the tough moments that come again. So the biggest lesson I really did learn was to ask for help, not to isolate myself. The next one I learned was that people want to help you. When you ask, people do want to help. And the next one is to help anybody who asks you. So when you get out there, collect all those things. Collect the mistakes, collect the accomplishments, because Your experience is not one without the other. Together, they make you a strong person and a resilient person ready to face your future. Again, I want to congratulate you on behalf of the board, and don't forget to thank those who've helped you on your way. I know some of them are sitting right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Chair Shelbourne, for reminding all of us that by asking for help and helping others when we are able, we can overcome the challenges we face and in so doing, build resilience. Thank you. I'd like to now ask Dr. Deborah Saucier to please come to the podium and provide the President's address to Convocation.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. In a matter of minutes, you're going to walk across the stage and become MacEwan alumni, and you'll leave this ceremony as our university's best representatives in our community, our city, our province, our country, and indeed the world. But as I look out on the sea of faces here today, I know there are some pretty big dreams in this room, and I know that there are some real worries about what the future may hold. It's easy, particularly in this day of instant news and social media, to believe the world is a terrible place. I was reading last week and came upon a quote that I'll read to you from Deirdre McCloskey, and she's a distinguished professor of economics, history, English, and communication at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And indeed, she's studied the world at its best and its worst from many perspectives. And she says, "For reasons I have never understood, people like to hear the world is going to hell and become huffy and scornful when some idiotic optimist intrudes on their pleasure. I'm that idiotic optimist, and I hope you are too, because there are a number of reasons about why people love being pessimistic. And the one I'll give you is from my perspective. I'm a neuroscientist, so I'll tell you why you're a pessimist. It's because it's really easy. Your brain's most important job is to keep you alive. Your brain wants you to be pessimistic so that you're always prepared. When you hear that bump in the night, it's not the dog, it's a werewolf. When you see a fin in the Saskatchewan River, it's not a pike, it's a shark, right? But at the most basic level, your brain is always thinking, there's a shark, right? But unless MacEwan's biology professors, and some of them are sitting here right now, have made some discoveries that they haven't told me about, there are no sharks in the North Saskatchewan. And even when social media makes it feel like the world is at its worst, know that your professors and everyone else can confirm for you that there has never been a better time to be alive. There has never been fewer wars. We have never, ever enjoyed a longer lifespan. We have never enjoyed such prosperity. So how do we make the most of that? How do we go out and make the world even better? No matter where the path is on that you're on leads to, I would argue that the single best way to make it better is to follow your values. Values guide us and keep us on track. And here are a few that I hope you might take as your own, and I hope they were reinforced during your time here at MacEwan. First, be optimistic. Turn down the volume on your brain's shark warning system. Don't turn it all the way off. There's a difference between risk and being foolish. But just turn it down a little. I know that it's really important to do that because it's something that I do each and every day. It's hard to keep a secret in a room with this many people in it, but in case you didn't know, I'm an introvert. When I agreed to become the president of this university, it was a very deliberate choice to adopt a job that fundamentally takes me out of my comfort zone. If I'd stayed where I was most comfortable, I'd be back in my lab wearing shorts and Birkenstocks today, looking at a computer and analyzing data. And that, quite honestly, in the pit of my stomach, sometimes looking out in a room like this, actually feels like a really safe choice. That being said, if I hadn't gotten out of my comfort zone, I would have never met some of the amazing people who are here today with us. I would have never had the opportunity to meet as many of the amazing students that I've had, and I wouldn't have had the experiences that have been incredibly rich in my life so far. Whatever it is that you dream of doing, I'm living proof that achieving your dreams is possible. How? Well, that's my second piece of advice, and it's a really simple one. Be brave. When I started my PhD, sitting almost where you were today, I was so shy I couldn't look anybody directly in the eye when I spoke to them. But I was in psychology, and I was apparently wanting to be a psychology professor, which involves teaching just about as many people as you in a very large room. I had to get over it. And so I practiced, I was brave, and sometimes I faked it, right? I didn't feel great sometimes, but I faked it. I smiled and I was brave. And you know what? It's not so bad anymore. So be brave. And last but not least, sometimes when you're brave, you fail, right? Just get up, dust yourself off, figure out what went wrong, try not to do it again, and keep going. Because in the end, the most important thing you can do is be kind. If you're ever asked to do something that is fundamentally opposed to your own values, decide whether or not it's worth it. And as you're deciding, know that no matter what you're just dealing with, kindness is always the right choice. I have never, without hesitation, I can tell you, never regretted a decision that I made with kindness at its core. And when I say to be kind, not just to others, we often think kindness involves some sort of grand gesture that involves, other human beings. I want you to also be kind to yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. When I was sitting where you're sitting today, I took myself a whole lot more seriously than I do now. I don't believe my own hype very much anymore. And you know what that does? That brings an awful lot of joy to the most serious job I've ever had in my life. In my office, it's not uncommon to hear a number of us, and I think the right word is cackling. I would prefer to think of it as laughter, but it might be cackling. And it happens every day in my office because we fundamentally, I know, right? We cackle, yeah. And part of it is that we approach it with a whole lot of optimism and kindness. At heart of everything in your experiences are about people. Your life is going to be about people and the relationships you have. It's about connecting to and caring for others, because it's not universities that change the world, it's the people in them. And it's the people like you, who actually turn universities into agents of social change. And I can't wait to see the changes that the class of 2018 will make. So congratulations and thank you once again. Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Saucier, for your wise advice that optimism, kindness, bravery in the face of our fears will help us face challenges and lead us to a better future. Thank you. I'd like to now ask Dr. Diane Cymbaluk to please provide the Convocation address to our graduating class.
Welcome, soon-to-be graduates, parents, well-wishers, and everyone else in attendance, including my colleagues behind and above me. When the acting Vice President Provost sent me an email asking if I would provide this massive group with a convocation message, my first thought was, holy crap, followed by, how do I get out of this?
I was cackling.
But as I tried to type back a polite excuse, I reflected on so many times when I encouraged former students to push themselves, specifically to give otherwise terrifying oral presentations, but also to complete assignments such as carrying out original research with expectations well outside their comfort zones. I'm profoundly proud of students I've met over the years who faced academic challenges head-on, all the while owning their anxieties, dealing with other stressors such as demands on their time and financial strains that sometimes seemed insurmountable. Hence, my actual response was simply that it's truly an honor and privilege, but I still hope I don't pass out. I can get over stage fright by my second class, but this is nothing like teaching, and there's no opportunity for a do-over, so I hope I get this right. I've listened to many a speech drone on as you're patiently doing, and as a result, I will non-conform for another 3.5 minutes instead of the 7 I was allotted. And I will ask that you stand with me for 10 seconds of it. I'm not kidding. Please stand. While you're standing, or remaining seated if you're unable to do so, please turn your attention towards an undergraduate student on the floor waiting to eventually cross the stage. Feel free to smile and wave at someone you know, or simply acknowledge this amazing group as a collective. This is where I'd take a moment in class to sip my coffee and see who was paying attention. Please be seated if you got that. It's okay if you didn't. This isn't a test for marks. But I asked you to stand, not so you could feel awkward like me, but so you could feel a little more energized, and more importantly, so you could be reminded of why we are here. Soon to be graduates, this is your moment. Everyone in this room is grateful to be able to share this time with you today, here, right now. It might not be the end of your education cycle, and it certainly won't be the end of your lifelong learning curve, but it will be the last time you're a MacEwan student and the only time you'll receive this degree. The world has already changed significantly since you started at MacEwan. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, for some of you lifers out there, longer ago. At that time, Spider-Man and the Hunger Games didn't even have sequels yet. Call of Duty was still in modern warfare. Lord was reminding us we'll never be royals, and the United States was still playing catch-up, finally making same-sex marriage a nationwide reality. And you were just beginning to binge-watch Orange is the New Black on Netflix. You also changed over the years at MacEwan. Staying up all night to complete assignments wasn't poor time management as much as it was an example of how determined you were and how adept you became at persevering. Similarly, when you struggled to maintain multiple classes, employment, your health, and your relationships with significant others on limited sleep, you also learned how to manage success and cope with failure and to work through stress in adaptive ways. Many of you were fortunate enough to meet and interact with instructors who believed in you and encouraged you to challenge yourself in new and interesting ways while at MacEwan, but ultimately it was and it still is you. I'd be lying as a sociologist if I didn't say society creates expectations for you, like the desire to own a decent car and make $100,000. I ask my students how much they think that they will make, and that's the magic number for many. And education is a part of the legitimate means en route to that goal, just as it helps prevent you from being enticed by illegitimate means. Those with a higher education are more likely to vote, to save money, to obtain higher paying jobs, to climb the socioeconomic scale, and to stay out of prison. But money isn't everything, as Joe Hayes and Jack Rhodes once wrote. Money can't buy back all of your youth when you're old, a friend when you're lonely, or peace for your soul. The wealthiest person is a pauper at times, compared to the one with a satisfied mind. This degree didn't prepare you to begin your life, you were already living it. Instead, it reminded you to stay curious, to be aware of what was happening and what was coming next, to push yourself to achieve even beyond what you believed at times you were capable of. Education is a significant part of the rest of your life, as is your character and its ongoing development. Try to surround yourself with people and events you find really interesting. And remember, they're learning just as much, if not even more, from your intellect and character. Thank you for teaching us during your time at MacEwan, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Cymbaluk, for helping us remember the special significance of this occasion and all the many changes we have seen over the years and the amazing future that awaits us. Thank you. I'd like to invite Dr. Monk, along with Academic Governance Council Vice Chair, Dr. Lynn Honey, to their respective podiums for the presentation of graduates and the conferring of credentials.
Good morning. We've now reached the transformational moment where graduands become graduates. Graduands, if you are able, please rise. On behalf of the faculties and schools of MacEwan University, I present these graduands and those named in the Convocation program who are not at this ceremony. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the MacEwan University degrees and diplomas which they have earned.
I'm here as a representative of all of my colleagues in the Academy, and I will ask you now to join in the MacEwan University Graduate Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but an expression of purpose to which you will respond, I will. Will you pledge yourself to use the knowledge, experience, and skills that you have gained at MacEwan University to serve your community and the world faithfully? Yes. Welcome aboard. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta and upon the recommendation of MacEwan University's Academic Governance Council, I admit you to the degree or diploma to which you are entitled, and I invest in you all the rights, privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. And now I bestow upon you this credential as a solemn trust to transform, engage, and improve the world from this day forth, to teach and to learn from others, so that through your learning, we all may flourish. Thank you. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Monk and Dr. Honey. And now our marshals will usher the graduates to the stage. And while they do so, the MacEwan University Big Band will perform a musical selection for your listening pleasure.
It's gonna be so easy for us to fall in love. Hey baby, what's your hurry? Relax and don't you worry. We're gonna fall in love. We're on the road to romance, that's safe to say, but let's make all the stops along the way. The problem now, of course, is to simply hold your horses. To rush would be a crime, 'cause nice and easy does it every time.
have a round of applause for the MacEwan University Big Band. Thank you. We will now commence with the individual presentation of our graduates. We would like to remind you that if you wish to take photos of your graduate, to please come to the area to the right of the stage as we approach your graduate's name on the program. An usher will assist you to ensure the smooth flow of people in and out of this area. With the exception of those taking photos, we ask that you remain seated during the presentation out of respect for all graduates and their families. Offering congratulations to each graduate, our Board Chair Shelbourne, Dr. Honey, Dr. Monk, and the faculty's Dean. Dr. Saucier will present each graduate with their credential on stage, and she will be assisted by Associate Registrars Ms. Michelle Fraser and Ms. Melissa Merrigan. Off stage to your right is Marcus Litchfield, alumnus of MacEwan University. Mr. Litchfield will present each graduate with a gift on behalf of the MacEwan University alumni. And I would ask that graduates please return to your seats after receiving your credentials. And now I call upon Dr. Robert Wisnera, Acting Dean, Faculty, Arts and Science, to present graduates.
First of all, everything is scripted here, and I'm just going to go off script for a second. I want to acknowledge the incredible faculty who have come here to honor you and thank them for that. And I want, the provost mentioned something that you are about to have a transformational moment. You're going to walk on stage as a graduand, and once you shake the hands of the president, poof, you are a graduate. And that's kind of cool. It's very medieval. But, and with that, I present the following candidates for the degrees and diplomas of the Faculty of Arts and Science. You frightened me.
And now, presenting graduates receiving the Bachelor of Arts. Noor Bassem Abousan. Sasha El Jabiri. Marissa Lynn Allen. Jason Santos Antunes. Nicole Amber Appleton. Mark Abden Asensio Paradis.
Naomi Louisa Auger. Caitlin Marie Austin. Joshua Alexander Badura. Andrew Evan Beeman. Renato Bijader. Christy Ann Billier. Michelle Elizabeth Bodnarek. Kimberly Roxanne Brown. Chloe Evelyn Brown. Marlissa Elizabeth Brown. Taylor Edward Brown. Erica E. Birdsey.
Allie Taylor Burt. Amy Lexi Adele Cadieux. Michaela Sophie Caputo. Kimberly Carter. Carly Victoria Casebeer. Matthew Alexander Cheney. Jessica Lynn Chase. Gabrielle Muriel Asine Truffen. Philip Chua. Thomas Colt Cochran. Natasha Ray Corbett.
Ashley Montana Ellen Courts. Jackson Levi Cramp. Nisa Lynn Shakila Sear. Brittany Ruth Davidson. Wendy Joy Davies. Kendall Ann Delurme with distinction. Danae Lorraine Dobko. Kiara Rain Dirksen. Kyla Yvonne Doherty with distinction.
Adam Patrick Dunlop. Nadia Abbas Al-Zain. Stacy Marie Erickson. Coral Anna Marie Ewing. Martina Elena Faitakis. Miranda Lee Fortier. Rebecca Danielle Fortier. Jesse Daniel Ferber. Carlo Gemellaro. Kennedy Mackenzie Gerenser.
Madison Page Gerenser. Melissa Elizabeth Good. Jessica Lauren Graham. Madison Victoria Priscilla Gust. Courtney Amanda Hawes with distinction. Addison Haney. Justin Franz Arthur Halen with distinction. Maria Carolina Hyde. Nicholas Taylor Hemmings. Sydney Lynn Hominick.
Johanna Itzek. Torrance Elliott Lacius Jones. Alana Catherine Kehoe. Taya Lillian Margaret Kendall. Patricia Lillian Kendrick. Kirsty Keys, with distinction. Cassandra Dawn Cleefman. Kyle Matthew Komarinsky. Sydney Emma Kozuska. Erin Sydney Krenkel.
Mitchell J. Kubin. Christopher Arnold William Kulak. Colleen Marie Lalonde. Safra Lamotte. Robert Thomas Lepp. Nicholas Lessick. Levi Louis Lightning. Jennifer Robin McDonald. Heather Teresa McIsaac. Cole Mackenzie Mailu.
Kyla May Garavio Malayang. Andrew Daniel Douglas Marriott. Alyssa May Martin, with distinction. Cosette Barbara Massa. Caitlin Ray McDonald. Charisse Dawn McFadden. Caitlin Amelia Rose McFadden. Adrienne Renee McGarrigle. Kimberly Erin McInnes. Christopher Allen Mellon. Sarah Dawn Montgomery. Christopher Paul Moreau.
Nicole Moselle. Yuan Moshad Marku. Laura Francis Nakarato. Christina Monisha Naidu. Delaney Iris Lynn Neto. Michaela Catherine Mary Nolan. Julie Ann Nunez. Taylor Marie O'Brien.
Tiana Osborne with distinction. Danico Opeña Palayaban. David Penner. Anthony David Perry. Crizel and Maximo Peruccio. Christine K. Player. Vanessa Jacqueline Prince. Danica Shanice Prisco.
Laura Ann Quinlan. Philip Alexander Radetsky with distinction. Elizabeth Lillian Alexis Rain. Ashley Karina Ramirez. Heather Irene Rastas. Nancy Ann Razkala. Bailey Ciara Regan. Jason Riley. Michelle Rivkin. Shanoa Mae Diane Roberts.
Carly Joy Rovang. Oliver Mark Reining. Zuhur Ali Salah. Rowan Olivia Sahlstrom. Jordan Alexander Samaha. Matthew Raymond Sawchuk. Cassandra Dawn Seguin. Kelsey Raven Shaw. Shauna Shakovsky with distinction. Rachel Marin Lever Simpson with distinction. Catherine Louise Simonkovic.
Jalen Krishan Singh. Ashlyn Jade Serdiak. Sarah Marie Skakum. Mackenzie Brooke Cease Stata. Catherine Stephanie Dawn Stewart. Madeline Gabrielle Stewart. Anu Suresh. Philip Sloan Swallow. Laura Diane Tardy with distinction. Joshua Allen Taylor. Sean Richard Philip Thomas. Victoria Lee Throckmorton.
Rebecca Elizabeth Trites. Tara Marie Turnbull. Devin Alexander Tuttle. Alana Jennifer Van Sevenent. Brittany Ray Van Steenis. Emily Victoria Villanueva with distinction. Madeline Sarah Watson Penner. Nicole Ella Wenkowski with distinction.
Lindsay Kirsten Wennerstrom. Graham Mitchell White with distinction. Chelsea Lynn Weeb. Carolina Wieczorek with distinction. Miriam Nafisa Williams. Michael Paul Williams. Sarah Elizabeth Williams. Cassandra Lynn Willis. Christopher David Ray. Mark Murat Yagani.
Ross Adam Uchuk. And lastly, Kina Young. And now, presenting graduates receiving the Bachelor of Science. Teniat Afro Ahmed. Jonathan Albercant with distinction. Testi Mohammed Ali. Alexandra Tanisha Ali. Tessa Melina Anakariko.
Mesa Arabi. Verena Jane Arneson. Duncan Scott Bamber. Jenna Nicole Barnes. David Chase Becker with distinction. Josa Ariel Balandres. Brody James Tyler Bergen. Jacob Mitchell Blay. Landon Chase Beckler. Casey Lynette Brody.
Jessica Elizabeth Brown with distinction. Aislinn Theodora Bubar with distinction. Sarah Bucknor. Evan Henry James Cameron. Jacqueline Denise Castillo. Mariam Rafiq Chowdhury. Peter Kai Shing Chung. Celine Chin. Kyle Mitchell Christofferson.
Kevin Chu. Fatima Jean Cousins. Emily Catherine Cruikshank with distinction. Caden Lenora Deisman. Manali Sanjay Deshpande. Stephanie Helen Dorschuk. Joshua Ian Drever. Derek Dennis Dribnenki with distinction. Carmen Dirshima.
Amina Mohammed Al-Balbaki. Nathan James L. Christian Campbell Erlinger. Ashley Federchuk with distinction. Coral Lynn Fermaniuk with distinction. Alyssa Marie Fisher. Janelle Corinne Gagne. Keith Herbert Gaynor. Cassandra Gallant. Joanne Patricia Garbutt. Andy Goudreau.
Miles Martin Hagan. Hope Sheila May Haroon with distinction. Susan Alexandra Heritage with distinction. Liam James Hudgens. Jeffrey Brian Hofer. Huey Wang Hyun. Mohammed Momin Iqbal with distinction. Jonathan Thomas Jedrasic. Ronald Raimundo Jimenez. Navrit Johal.
Patrick Kaczmarkiewicz. Alexandria Tarvid Kellington. Devin Nicole Kim with distinction. Isabella Kathleen King. Katarzyna Anna Kukarska. Jessica Marie Legros. Ephraim Scott Lennon. Stephen Joseph Letourneau.
Sean Andrew Logan. Kirsty Allison Long. Alexandra Gilchrist Luzia. Arvin Madipur. Derek Martin Mock. Natasha Stephanie Marie Malte with distinction. Anjali Caris Marzan. Jenica Sharol Maur. Keandra Cheyenne Maynard. Ryden Allen Quinn McLeod Trenchard. Neha Mera. Rutvi Rajesh Matra.
Brandon Douglas Millington. Julie Frances Mitchell. Ahmed Moalim. Omara Mohammed. Matthew Frederick Montgomery. Sarah Elizabeth Moon. Alex Samuel Nielsen. Maggie Rain Netterfield. Ashley Lisa Nielsen. Rachel Erica Obst.
Bryce Terrence Odell. Eugene Esteves Oficial. Alicia Christine Oleschuk. Nicholas Ong Yi Sheng. Alicia Dawn Onyet. Malloy Alexandra Payne. Susmit Sikar Pandey. Anjali Patak. Mackenzie May Pierce.
Jenna Marie Phillips with distinction. Haley Poole. Cole Ty Priest. James Robert Prince with distinction. Julia Anna Rakowski. Lyndon Michael Ramler. Siham Ali Salah. Christopher San Jose. Parvinveer Sangara. Alison Claire Sayers. Alexander Bernard Schmidt.
Graham Huntley Seaman. Madison Ray Seaback. Braden Robert Shaw. Shania Tennessee Schwetz. Elliot Gordon Sobek. Christopher Spencer. Rachel Claire Spees. Jack Christopher Rutherford Staples. Taylor Carson Stewart. Evan Jeffrey Sweenson.
Danielle Brianne Tassay. Michael Alexander Douglas Thompson. Mark Justin Tigalar. Melissa Dawn Van Yicken. Adra Ann Vanderbleek. Linnea Veliconia.
Julie Ho Vo. Anne Michi Wally. Haley Kathleen Watt. Shane Leon Wirasuria. Christopher Robert Williams. Christopher Benjamin Wolf. Joshua Matthew Woolley with distinction. Jianqi Zhao. Huda Mahmoud Yassin.
Da Yin. Jessica Lynn Zacharuk. Angji Zhang. Yan Zhang. Yunzheng Zhu, lastly. And now presenting a graduate receiving the General Studies Diploma. Tansy Lynn Spiker Noonan, last but certainly not least.
Not everyone, of course, could attend Convocation, and their names are in the program. And if you could give a round of applause for those people, you will be conferring their degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Wisnera, and again, congratulations to the class of 2018. The presentation of student awards will begin with the Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence for the Faculty of Arts and Science. And I would like to invite Dr. Wisnera to present this award.
Wasn't sure which mic I was supposed to go to. Okay. Within each faculty and school at MacEwan University, we recognize the students whose academic efforts have propelled them to the top of their class. The Dean's Medals are the highest academic honor that may be granted by a faculty and recognizes the exemplary success of individual students within their area of study. This year's Medal for Academic Excellence in a Degree Program for the Faculty of Arts and Science is awarded to Jessica Elizabeth Brown. A graduate of the Faculty of Science, a biology major and a business studies minor. And I just have to pull up the embarrassing things I'm going to say about you. Okay. I've seen quite a few transcripts over the years, but I've rarely seen one like Jessica's. Every year of her degree, Jessica was on the Dean's list. But she was not just on the Dean's list. For Jessica, an A+ constitutes a normal grade. What is an A+? In terms of the student's grade point average, it doesn't mean a thing. It's really an honorific thing. It's kind of besting the best. In one part of Jessica's career, 3 semesters, 15 courses, 13 of them were A+, and 2 were A's. The lowest grade in her degree is an A-. And they spread out over a very wide range of courses: biology, business studies, English, math, chem, physics, statistics, sociology. She excels in everything. And yet, while her academic record on paper is amazing, that is not really why she's chosen. Jessica teaches us all something very special in the way she approached her degree. Jessica asked one of her professors to mentor her for a research project. Jessica applied for and received a student research grant, worked full-time in the lab from May through July, then turned that work into an independent studies course, and as her professor writes, I was more hands-off with Jessica during her biology project than with any of my previous students, and I had complete trust in her abilities and work ethic, and she worked independently throughout the term. There is a moral here that we can all learn from. Jessica creates opportunities for herself, immerses herself in the process, and discovers that the process generates new opportunities. Goals are all well and good, but sometimes we get too focused on where we want to be rather than what we are doing. We can even paralyze ourselves at times by being too focused on the end. Jessica teaches us that we should focus on the now, what we are doing, and that's where success lies. Finally, Jessica deserves special congratulations, not only for what she has done, but for what she is going to do. She has been accepted for medical school starting this fall. On behalf of the Faculty of Arts and Science, congratulations, Jessica.
Thank you, Dr. Wisnira. And again, congratulations to Jessica. What an achievement. And now, Dr. Saucier, I would like to invite you to the podium to present the President's Medal for Academic Excellence and Student Leadership.
Thank you. The President's Medal for Academic Excellence and Student Leadership was created to recognize academic achievement, student leadership, and active involvement in the community. Recipients strive to make their university and world a better place and set high personal standards in all they do. Ravina Anand, who is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology today, clearly fulfills the criteria for this award in every way. Not only is Ravina a high-achieving student and a researcher, she cares deeply about social issues and translates that passion into positive role modeling and action. She recognizes the importance of pursuing a wide range of interests and the role it takes in making themselves a global citizen. The word changemaker appears several times in her nominations, letters of support. It feels like a perfect way to describe Ravina. The breadth and depth of community activities she has taken on is staggering, from organizations that help marginalized groups like Big Brothers and Big Sisters to those that guide social policy, like the City of Edmonton Youth Council. But organizations Ravina contributes to are not simply a checklist. She is deeply involved in the role she plays with Edmonton World Health Organization, Sustainable Youth Canada, and in founding the youth empowerment organization YEG by Youth. Ravina is a social entrepreneur in health innovation and a co-author of a book on international relations for young changemakers. In each of the many roles she plays, Ravina has been an exceptional representative of MacEwan University, and I am thrilled to be able to recognize her with this award today. You may be wondering where she is. She's unable to attend today because, and I quote, she is meeting with the president of Taiwan. I felt that was a reasonable excuse to decline my invitation. As such, Ravina has asked Dr. Susan Rain to accept the President's Medal of Academic Excellence and Student Leadership on Ravina's behalf. Dr. Rain? Where is she? Oh, sorry. I'm like, where'd you go?
Thank you, President Saucier. And again, congratulations to Ravina in absentia. And now I'd like to call upon Dr. Monk to present faculty awards.
There's no scarier moment in the life of a provost than when a dean says, "I'm going off script." So if you're watching the ceremony again on YouTube, I'd encourage you to look at my face when I'm obliged to sit down again when Dr. Wisniewski was showing you his iPad. We're all greatly relieved that he's back in his seat. My main role at MacEwan University is that of professor, and I have the great honor of working with a tremendous group of colleagues. Many of them, as you have seen and heard, are here today in numbers without precedent, and many of them are known to our graduates, of course, through their studies. It is my privilege to introduce you all, a cohort of these colleagues who are receiving institutional honors at this ceremony in numbers, again, without precedent. To begin with the Distinguished Teaching Awards. The Distinguished Teaching Award is one of our most prestigious honors. Excellence in teaching is the foundation of MacEwan University. I'd like to ask Dr. Christina Anton to join me at the podium. Dr. Anton is a professor in the Department of Mathematics and Statistics. In addition to the busy teaching schedule that defines a MacEwan faculty member, she is an active researcher, and she has provided valuable guidance and mentorship for her students as they pursue their own research projects. It takes a skilled and passionate educator to take a subject as notoriously challenging as statistics and make it engaging and exciting, but that's exactly what she does. She is a passionate advocate for mathematical education, and her students emerge fluent and confident in their understandings of their subject. Christina, it gives me great pleasure to present you with the Distinguished Teaching Award. Moving on. Now I'd like to ask Dr. Lynn Honey if she could make the long walk to join me at the podium. Dr. Honey is Associate Professor and Chair in the Department of Psychology, where she specializes in evolutionary psychology and social behavior. Her passion for quality education has led to an active involvement in improving teaching materials. She has written and contributed to textbooks and study guides, and she is committed to helping her students become critical thinkers who are engaged and curious. She has been instrumental in renewing the delivery of introductory psychology, and she will begin in a fortnight a new challenge in renewing our Teaching and Learning Center at MacEwan. Lynn, it gives me great pleasure to present you with the Distinguished Teaching Award. Didn't know there'd be lifting. Now I'd like to ask Dr. Diane Cymbaluk to return to the podium. Dr. Cymbaluk is a professor in our Department of Sociology, where she specializes in criminology and social psychology. In her 2 decades she's been with MacEwan, she has been a prolific researcher with dozens of journal articles, textbook contributions, and pedagogical resources to her name. But her greatest passion is in the classroom itself, where she has made it her life's work to mentor students in pursuit and the dissemination of research, creating an awareness of the importance of sociology as a discipline, and advocating for social change. She will likely remember when I first joined the university 5 years ago, she asked the first question at one of the first meetings I convened. The thrust of that question: how might I help her improve the student experience? Diane, it gives me great pleasure to present you with the Distinguished Teaching Award. One more, I'm told we can have lunch. Finally, I'd like to ask Dr. Sandy Young to join me at the podium. The Dr. Cheryl Brown Distinguished Research Award recognizes the scholarly excellence of faculty members whose research, scholarship, or creative activity has made significant contributions to their field, to our university, to our community, and beyond. This year, I'm pleased to present the award to someone whose work has made a difference to all 4, Dr. Sandy Young. Dr. Young is an associate professor in the Department of Psychology, and she recently became one of MacEwan University's first Board of Governors research chairs. Her research is in the field of forensic psychology with a focus on the prevention of sexual, intimate violence, and general violence. Her work has been supported generously through external funding agencies like the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council of Canada, and her projects have resulted in numerous peer-reviewed publications. She often takes a collaborative approach to her work, partnering with other academics and with members of the wider community. She also actively engages her students in research, mentoring them and encouraging them to challenge themselves and pursue what they're most passionate and curious about. These efforts have helped us build our honors program and our student research capacity. Sandy, it gives me great pleasure to present you with the Dr. Cheryl Brown Distinguished Research Award.
Thank you, Dr. Monk. And congratulations again to Dr. Anton, Dr. Honey, Dr. Cymbaluk, and Dr. Young for their well-deserved awards. I would like to now ask Marcus Litchfield, alumni representative, to provide a welcome to you, our newest members of the MacEwan University alumni family.
Good morning, family, friends, and graduates. In just a few years, we have seen great progress occur downtown. I'm not only referring to the ICE District, construction of the SAMU Student Building, or the completion of the Center for Arts and Culture, but also to the progress each of you have made in your life, which has brought you to here. In your hands, you hold a physical representation of your achievements, a testament to your efforts, your difficulties, your motivation, and for some of you, your caffeine intake. While your credential will act as a key opening doors for years to come, the knowledge and experience you've gained is what will keep these doors opened. As a student at MacEwan, you've learned much more than just the content of your courses. You've learned independence, hard work, critical thinking, perseverance, teamwork, and leadership skills. You've learned to question things that don't make sense, to engage with your community, and to construct and express ideas to those around you. You have gained the skills required to become lifelong learners. The experiences you've had at MacEwan will benefit you and your community throughout your lifetime. You have the chance to contribute to countless lives, to lift those around you who need your help, and to not only seize opportunities, but to create them. Today, you join over 60,000 alumni who are making a difference in their communities here in Edmonton, in Alberta, and around the world. As you move forward, remember what you've learned and know that the power to change the world is within you. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Litchfield. And as Dr. Monk mentioned, this does bring us closer to lunch and the closing moments of our ceremony, after which we invite alumni and their families to join us in the foyer for a celebration. At this time, I would like to invite all graduates to express their appreciation to the people who have helped and supported them through their educational journey. Would the faculty members please rise? Faculty members, please rise. And graduates, a round of applause for the faculty. Thank you. You may be seated. Along with the faculty, family and friends of our graduates are important to the journey you undertook. I invite the faculty and friends to please rise. Faculty, I know you want to stretch. It's been a while. Please stand. Please stand. Faculty and friends and family. Sorry, friends and family. Faculty already did it. Friends and family, please rise. Graduates, a round of applause. And now, in turn, I would like to invite our audience, faculty, and staff to join me in congratulating our graduates of 2018. Congratulations. Thank you. And now I invite President Saucier to close Convocation.
All righty. Congratulations to each and every one of our graduates. We know this is a special day and we encourage you to celebrate its importance with your family and friends. Allow me to express on behalf of everyone here our appreciation to the MacEwan University volunteers who helped make this ceremony a success. And in order to terrorize the provost a little bit more, I'll go off script for just one moment. Let me say how proud I am of each and every one of you. Presidents are not allowed to have favorite faculties. But between us, I like my home faculty best. So congratulations, all y'all. And thanks to everyone here for coming. It really does mean so much for each and every one of our graduates to see you all here. I now ask that everyone please stand and stand remaining during the playing of our legacy recessional, composed by MacEwan alumnus Sean Bessie. Kindly wait until the graduates have left the performance chamber before you exit. May Sparrow, University Registrar, will you please lead the recessional? And I now declare this convocation closed.